How are you doing?
What's up, Mick? I think we are live right now. What's up,
Yeah,
everybody?
we're live.
Happy Wednesday. It's the Spotlight with Mick and Jay. Hopefully, everybody's doing great. As
Hi,
everybody's
everyone.
everybody's coming into the show. Mick, if you want to have that ticker run through, if you guys are catching us on this live, hashtag live. If you guys are catching us on this replay, hashtag replay. Mick, if you want to run that through, awesome, cool. We have a special guest today, and her name is Carmela Bautista. And as everybody's coming in right now, go ahead and tell us if you where you guys are actually watching from, so we could give you guys a shout out. Mick, anything you want to add before we get started?
I'm just saying that, I was saying earlier, oh my gosh, it's been so cold all of a sudden, right? I see you're wearing a sweater. Is that a sweater or a turtleneck?
It's a sweater. It's like super freezing nowadays. Yeah.
I know. And, and doesn't that make you want to go back to the Philippines? Go on vacation?
Just vacation in itself. I mean, like, we were supposed to be out in Hawaii this past 2 or 3 months before this whole thing happened to the world. But yeah, it reminds me, like, I just want to travel. I just want to get out. And, what better place to do that than the Philippines or like Hawaii or whatnot. But I know you want to go out and travel too, right, Mick?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a travel vlogger, so, I've definitely looking forward to traveling again. And have you been to, I wanted to find out, have you been to other islands other than Luzon in the Philippines?
Actually, no. I've only been in the local area, like Manila and whatnot. But the coolest thing I've ever done in the Philippines was actually hike Mount Pinatubo. Have you ever done that?
Oh my gosh! Wow.
That was super.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a 2-hour 4x4 drive up there, and then another 2-hour hike, and then we just all went inside the volcano, and it was just really a crazy experience. It was me, my wife, and a few friends in the Philippines. But anywho,
Oh my gosh! Well, the last time I was there, I actually went on. I actually attended the Negros Trade Fair in Glorieta, Makati, and it's about like all of the arts and crafts people. Like there's so many vendors that showcase their businesses in this trade fair, and it's all about Negros Island. And I heard they have really good food over there. Oh my gosh! And like a lot of the names of their dishes are still in Spanish, and a lot of the different types of dishes like we don't really see in Manila, and they're not really common here in the US, of course. But
wow.
I heard like they have so many dishes that are so good. And you know what? We have someone who's actually from the island of Negros, and Bacolod City. Actually, that's the capital city of Negros Occidental.
Oh wow.
And yeah, so Carmela, we have Carmela here with us, who's actually from Bacolod City.
Yeah, and I think
Hi, Carmela.
she's not even.
Hi.
We got a special treat for you guys today because Carmela is going to show us her specialty recipe. And if you guys are joining us on this live, hashtag live in the comments. If you guys are joining us replay, hashtag replay. But we have a special. Do we have a giveaway too, Mick, or what's going on?
We actually have a special today.
Okay.
Everyone actually wins, not just one, but everyone wins because Carmela has the special offer for everyone. So if they so it's an Inacel mixed kit,
Okay.
which is $12 regular price, and she's giving it to anyone and everyone who hashtags combination and goes to www.combination.com. You'll see it spelled right there.
Okay.
It's KOMBEENATION.com. And instead of $12, that's a regular price, she's giving it for $8 only for tonight. Isn't that awesome?
That's amazing. And I'm super excited about this because Carmela had actually dropped off some food for me and you to try later on tonight. But
yes.
The food, check it out.
Because I know you guys love it. I know you guys will absolutely be floored by it. So I had to drop off the food because I have to share with you how delicious
Yeah.
my
So
amazing mix is.
before we get into eating it, let's learn about her, Mick. Let's just let's do it.
Well, I heard, so she's from Bacolod City, right? And
Yeah.
in the island of Negros, Negros Island is known for sugarcane,
Hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
aside from sugarcane, they're known for chickens. So,
Okay.
as they say in the Philippines, Negros Island is actually Manokan country. So
Okay.
it's like
Yes,
the
it
chicken
is a
country.
Manokan
There's
country.
a lot of chicken farms, right, Carmela?
There's a lot of chicken farms. Not only that, it's there's a lot of chicken in Nassau. Like
Mm.
literally every corner, there's a chicken in Nassau stall. Either it's gonna be a big store or a small little barbecue place. There's always chicken in Nassau, and
Wow.
everybody there who makes chicken in Nassau always claim that the chicken in Nassau is the best, the original, the most authentic. So yeah, there you go. It's a battle of chickens when you go home.
That is so awesome. Like when the next time I go there, I need to go check that out. But I know inside the city of Manila, there are popular inasal places. I forgot what they're called, but I know like when I was visiting there and seeing family, they're like, "Oh, you got to try this chicken inasal." So I'm assuming that it
Yeah,
started and originated there, right? Because as a fellow American,
exactly.
I don't know the history like behind the inasal, but because you guys are sharing this story with the sugar canes and all this stuff with that being the country or the location for chicken, it only makes sense now. So
Yes,
that's
it is. It's a holy grail. It's one of those things that you can't argue with when you go home. It's like, like I'm from Bacolod, right? So if I hang out with my friends, they always say, "So, where's your go-to place when you go home?" It's like, "Oh,
yeah,
I like this store. I grew up in this store. My grandpa used to go here. My great-great-grandpa used to go here, and this is
right.
totally where we go." So, yeah. So, I was so inspired to make this product.
Hmm.
I lived in the US for like I moved here when I was 21, and growing up I would eat it every day. And so when I came here, I go to restaurants, I try to find the most authentic taste I can find. I couldn't find anything. It was either too sweet, too sour, too soy saucy. I just don't know. It just doesn't jive well. So when I went home a few years back, I did, as I told Mick, I did a tour in a Inasal where literally every day, I'm not kidding you, every day, almost lunch and dinner, I would go to each stall just to look for the best
Yes,
authentic in a Inasal.
right.
And yeah, so when I came here, I decided to make my own, did my research, talked to Lolas, Lolos, Titos, Titas, aunties, you know, and yeah, I made so many mistakes in the kitchen, and too many dishes to wash, but I finally nailed it. I finally made a very easy all natural mix that I know people will love, and it's such an easy way to do it. It's Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's just perfect. It's perfect combination.
Let me ask you this. I mean, this is such an amazing thing. This is an amazing story because when you're back home, you visit every stall just to understand.
Every stall.
My goodness, I know that I could do this. I could do better and whatever it takes to make it happen. And actually, you gave us some packets, and this is what they look like. And you actually have some right there in front of you. But as you can see,
Hmm.
guys, this simple packet right here, all you need to do is mix it with 1 cup of vinegar and then marinate it for 24 hours, right? If you want to talk a little bit more about that, Carmela, what
Yeah,
it is, yeah,
if if you want, I can show you. It's pretty easy. I have like a chicken that I prepared right now.
hmm,
If you want. Okay, so this is the chicken. I kind of slice it so that the marination will seep in through the bones to the meat. So
yeah,
you open this, obviously. I mean, you
awesome.
open the pack, you know, and then I have a cup of vinegar right here,
There it is.
and you
That's
just
so awesome.
pour the thing.
Right.
All right, and then you know, in any mixture, you gotta mix it a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit. Such a hassle-free thing. 'Cause I'm trying to make it as easy as possible.
Great.
Then you just pour it on your chicken,
Okay.
and then you just cover it
That
with a
already looks
lid,
so good.
and you put it in the fridge for like overnight it. and I
Right.
like it overnight because all the spices and the flavor, marinates on the chicken. And in the middle of marination, just flip the chicken over so you make sure that the marinade is evenly distributed. Then
Right.
you put it in the fridge, and
There it
that's
is.
it.
So like
And then
when
yeah.
so when I was asking you about how many pounds of chicken can you marinate with this one package, can you explain
Um,
to us, because I know that that's just one piece.
yeah.
How many can you put in?
I like, I recommend on the package, if you read it, I recommend up to 2 pounds, but I've tried it up to 4 pounds.
Yeah,
It's still the same, but to really get the most authentic flavor, most intense flavor, I think it's good for 2 pounds of chicken.
pounds. Awesome. And then I just want to give a big shout out to everyone that's on this live. Charles, the admin for this group, thank you so much for supporting us and giving this platform to actually feature business owners so that we
Yes.
can help them push their product. Big shout out to Charles. Ann, what's up? You're in here. Let's see who else. Arnold, thank you for showing up. Connie's in here. Trish is on here. CL's Kitchen is on here. And let's see. Trisha.
Connie is here.
So yeah. Big shout out to you guys that are joining us on this live. And if you guys are still catching us on this live, hashtag live if you haven't down below. If you guys are catching us on the replay, hashtag replay. But again, if you guys are just coming into this show right now, we have a special Inasal mix combination pricing for you. Originally, these two packets actually go for $12 on her online store. But just for tonight's show, she's actually giving it for a special price at $8. So if you guys want that, hashtag combination down below and you'll get that special pricing from her. Anyways, Mick, do you have anything to add?
I just wanted to ask, how do you cook in a sal?
That's a really good
It's
question.
Oh, yeah, that's a very good question. I mean, first, people have small spaces and have no access to the grill. I specifically have it in mind to just broil it in the oven. That's it. Just boil it right 10 minutes, 15, I don't know, 15 minutes probably in the oven. Just turn it
Uh-huh.
around. Yeah, but you cannot compare it if you grill it, of course, like apples to oranges, you'll miss all the charcoal smell. But
Mhm.
again, if you have no access to the grill, broil is also a good option.
Wow, that sounds so amazing. Like
Yeah.
I
I
want
know
to.
it's already good.
Do you have yours, Mick? Do you want to
Yeah,
try?
I actually have it. I've been covering it.
I know. I've been waiting too. So I just want to take a bite of this. I've been waiting for this to come happen right now. Like I just want to try all the wonderful
It
flavors.
looks so perfect. I don't even want to touch mine.
I
Look at
know.
that.
Here it is. And then what is
I
this
know.
here, Carmela? What kind of rice? It looks very fancy. What kind of rice is that?
It's it's a white rice. It just looks fancy because of the garlic oil, which people
Mm.
call it the orange oil in the Philippines,
Oh,
in Bacolod. Like, you have to have an orange oil with your rice. It's like it's a sin not to have it, but it just makes the whole experience like amazing. And then I put garlic on top. It's just so good. I can literally smell my chicken in the cell now. I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm really starving.
ooh.
And
Mhm.
for someone who has it every week, maybe in my kitchen, and my
Yeah.
kids are like sick of it because I keep on testing on them, but it's just it's just
It's
an
perfect.
amazing taste. I
Yeah.
don't
So
know. It's
is this broiled or is this through charcoal or barbecue?
the one you have is charcoal barbecue.
Oh, oh wow, I actually taste the smoke, and then actually it's not too vinegary, which is very surprising
No,
to me because you said you put 1 cup of vinegar, and it's not vinegary at all. It's actually really really good. So
It actually has a citrus flavor.
yeah,
yeah,
it has a citrus
it has.
flavor, and yeah,
It's like you don't. It's like, oh my god, vinegar might be like so sour, or like the chicken's meat might be like. No, it's just it's very tender. It's moisty. It's just so good.
And
I
I
keep on
have
saying
my,
it's
my
just so
own
good.
perfect combination in a sal and coke.
Yeah, I have mine right in front of me, like teasing me to eat him, but it's a he. It's a he. Chicken is a he.
beauty of this, it's very very easy because all you'd have to do is put the vinegar in and marinate it for what do you recommend 24 hours or can it be a little quicker?
No, maybe less than that. It's like an overnight. I like it to call overnight. So what is overnight? It could be 8, it could be 12, depending on what time you sleep. But overnight is good.
Yeah,
So you
and
just sleep on it and just marinate it.
the cool thing about this is chicken is very, very healthier than other poultries like pork, which is very, very common in a Filipino household, and then beef, which is very common as well. But this can
Yes.
be really healthy, and the beauty of this is it's just very fast. And when I was actually talking to you about this earlier today, the reason why you actually made this, share that story, why you actually made this.
Wow, it's there's a lot of reason why, but I think one of the main reason why is I really miss the authentic taste. Like, you go to supermarket and you
Yeah,
can't find it, and to make it is just a hassle, like I know how to make it from scratch, like pound the garlic and all this, and you say, oh yeah, it's so easy, just pound a garlic, but it's not. Pounding a garlic means pounding the garlic, washing the knives and the chopping board, and then having the garlic smell in your finger. I mean, it's just it takes time, and here in the US, it's all about time. So I
yeah,
said I'm going to make something that would save people time. And I
yeah.
also wanted to introduce the product to the American market, but how can I introduce it if you give them like so many steps to make it? So I just made this because I miss the taste.
Yeah.
And I wanted to share this amazing dish to the American public.
There it is, and that's the
Yeah.
thing, guys. Time is very, very time is very sacred nowadays, especially here in Los Angeles. Like everything is so fast paced, especially if you have a family. Like for me, I have two kids, and I'm sure you have kids, right, Carmela? And then
Yes,
Mick,
I do have two girls.
yeah, I'm sure when that time comes, you'll understand that time is, you just need to pop things in, put it in, cook, and then just have it ready on the go. Because it's either doing that or always spending money on like McDonald's for my kids is Happy Meals. But
Exactly. Yeah, plus I'm saving costs. Like if I would have a chance, I would probably sell it and open up my own restaurant. But people, we watch your budget and you're like, okay, if I can just get a mix, I'll just buy my own chicken. I'll just make it at my home, and I
that's
can get it fresh and warm when I eat it.
wonderful, and that's
So
a,
yeah,
and then if for the people who are into fitness, this is super perfect. That like you can meal prep and just kind of put this mixture in together, and then have your meals prep for the whole week. Because you said 2 pounds of meat, that could probably bring you out to like 3 or 4 days into the week. But if you have two packets,
absolutely.
you're done for the
And
Yeah,
week.
yeah,
that's
and
good for meal prepping.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then just so I have this always in my fridge, and believe it or not, the longer it stays in the fridge, the tastier it goes. I
yes,
don't get it. Like I have magic in this amazing mix. So yeah.
that's awesome. Very cool.
That is
Big,
so awesome. So, what was the cathartic moment? Like, when was the cathartic moment when you decided, hey, it's time that I should just do it?
right.
Oh my gosh. Well, I've always been an entrepreneur by heart, and you had these crazy ideas brewing in your head. First, you wanted a restaurant, and then I
Right.
had kids, and then I'm like, I can't dedicate my life in a restaurant, being there like 10 hours a day,
Right.
and so I decided I've always wanted to make a product that sells itself. So, and I said, what do I know most? I know how to cook. What is your specialty in cooking? I can cook anything, but I think chicken and salt is one of the things that I grew up with, and I know I can argue with anybody what's the best chicken and salt mix. So, and I started to make. At first, it was a liquid form, and I'm like, I was looking at liquid form, like, how am I gonna ship this thing? It's a liquid and it's fragile, and and then last year I went home and I tried it again, and I thought I'd give up. Like, I forget it. I couldn't make it because it's a liquid, and it was just so much hassle. So I came home and then I tried it again, and then this idea came along again. And when the pandemic happened, I'm like, okay, I think this is the time that I should launch it because everybody's home
Exactly.
and everybody is, sick of eating out or eating at home also, because I was cooking every day and I felt like it was a chore already, not a happy season.
Right.
So yeah, so I formulated. I said to my husband, "Why don't I make a powder?" And I'm like, "It's a crazy idea. I don't know if it's feasible, but let's try it." So that's how it started with a quarantine.
Wow.
I mixed it up. I did the powder. I had so much trial and error. My kids were literally sick of eating chicken in a salad every day. But I did it. Like one day I was eating it and I was so miserable. I said, forget it. This is not gonna happen. There's no way I can make chicken and salad out of powder. There's just no way. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
a sin if I go home.
Right.
So, and then one day I just had this weird idea. I said, you know what? Nobody ever added this ingredients. I said, I'm gonna add this ingredient, see what happens. And
Yeah.
boom, I added it. My husband put it in the broiler, and then boom, it was
Wow.
like, oh my
It's
God, we did
amazing. Oh my
it.
gosh.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
packaging is so awesome. There's instructions in the back. We had some questions if there's MSG inside here.
absolutely no. I'm
No.
totally no MSG girl. No artificial flavor, all natural ingredients.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
And how many years in the making was this? I think you mentioned it was like 12 or
Oh
something.
my. Well, I first moved here when I was 20 years old. So I don't want to know my I don't want to announce my age, but I would say like a good 20 years of researching.
There
People
you
were telling me marinated with beer. I'm like, I've never heard anybody marinated with beer, but I'll try it with beer.
Yeah, and then or like marinate with Sprite or whatever. Like
Yeah,
that's
or whatever. Yeah,
Sprite or 7 Up. That's the whole Filipino thing.
exactly. So
But I want to give a big
yeah.
shout out to everybody that's on this live. Anne is from Antelope Valley. We got Arnold from Ontario. We got people, Connie, saying that they're on here live. People are saying combination. So if you guys want this special pricing, hashtag combination. It's originally $12 for the 2 packs. We got this special pricing at $8 that you can get only on this show tonight. May says live. Trisha says live. Tina says, I need to try this. Claire is on here live. Amy is on here.
We
On
also have a question from Anne.
Go
So
for it.
Anne is asking, does it matter what brand of vinegar you use?
Very good
No,
question.
that's a very good question, Anne. Thank you for asking. No, as long as it's white distilled vinegar, which you can buy anywhere, it
Nice.
doesn't matter.
Do you have a preference? Because I was like, I'm actually going to ask you, like, are you that Dati Puti person or like, are you that like,
Me, I'm a Costco girl. Girl,
Costco?
I buy
There
I
you
buy
go.
books.
That feeds
I buy
your
the big
family.
one.
Exactly.
Nice
So, all right.
girl.
So, any type of white vinegar. Cool.
Yeah, it's a white vinegar.
Awesome. Have you experimented anything else? I mean, you did mention beer or, like 7 Up, Sprite or whatnot. Have you experimented like, hey, if we added something else, what would it be? Just curious. Have you or have not?
Uh, you know what? I experimented on making I'm trying to break through the adobo culture. I want
Okay.
to be able to produce a powder where you can just put the powder in and it's gonna taste like adobo. Like,
Oh,
oh my God,
Mhm.
like it's my grandma's. So that's what I'm working on. And I found a soy sauce powder.
there you go.
So
Oh
I'm
wow.
very excited. I have a whole pack in my kitchen, and guess what my children's gonna eat for the next month is
Next
For
month,
the next year.
for the next
baby, that's
and they're gonna have chicken adobo for a
just hit
while.
up over here. If you want to taste test, actually, that's how we started our restaurant. Is that we actually had our friends and family taste test everything. We actually gathered them around, and we made it like kind of like a potluck setting. But we
Oh yeah.
had with our food truck. For a lot of you guys don't know or might know, we used to run the White Rabbit food truck here in Los Angeles. And before we even started, that's what we did. We had family and friends come over and try our sisig burrito, our adobo
Oh,
burrito, all this stuff, and then we just got feedback. So, I mean, I don't know if you've done that with your friends and family, but that's kind of
I've
like just a tip.
yeah. I have to. I have to try it also to my real Bacolod friends
Yeah,
because they're totally chicken in a sauce snobs. So I gotta
yeah,
test
Oh
the
wow. Oh
water
my god.
so I can like go on, just try it out.
exactly.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
someone is asking, can they use calamansi or lemon juice instead of vinegar?
Ooh,
It might be very sour. I don't know. Because the combination is already good for the vinegar.
yeah.
And I think if you mix it with calamansi or lemon juice, the most prominent taste would be the calamansi, and it's not going to be a good combination. So
And
I would highly recommend vinegar.
and
Awesome.
so I just wanted to add that Carmela is giving shipping for free to anyone who buys 2 inasal mix kits.
Yes,
Wow.
Yeah,
because
so
I
that's like
know
a
one is
special
not enough.
on top of a special.
Okay.
Exactly. But you know why I insisted on two? Because I know one is not going to be enough, and you're going to be saying, "Why did you? I just buy one. I would have gone two."
That's
That's
very
how confident I am.
That's very smart. I mean, like I could tell you already, like you should probably buy two or four because the taste in this stuff is amazing. And it's super simple. All you have to do is pour the packet in, put some vinegar in, and then just put your chicken in and you're done. Three simple
Yep.
steps. Wait, 6 hours or overnight. Let it marinate in there. Throw it in the broiler. And chicken, I know, cooks only like in 15, 20 minutes. Like,
Yeah, it's like 165-degree or something. I mean,
right.
if you're very technical, then there's the thing. But also, I just wanted to answer the calamansi thing. What you can do is you can just make a calamansi dip. If you really like the calamansi taste, you can always make it as like a dip, like this one I have, which I made, which is the calamansi with like soy sauce, so for
Yeah.
dipping. So that's also the way.
Hmm.
That's also how we eat it at home. So we have this, and then we have like a dipping sauce.
Nice, 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 nice. This
So
is
we're coming up to the half hour, and I just wanted to know, do you have any tips for those people who want to start their own home-based business?
My only tip is don't overthink, just do it. Because
100%.
if you overthink, you're going to be stuck there for years with this plan of yours. What if the people don't like it? What if this? Just do it. Just don't even think about the people around you. Just say, I wanted to do this for my sake. I wanted to see if this product is going to work. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I don't think it's not going to work because if you put 100% on everything that you do, it's going to work. Like, I
100%.
just want to share with you, like, I know it's like 2 minutes, 4 minutes left, but I left a full-time job and I took a plunge in a very high cliff and I didn't know what I was going to do. But I think if you're in a position wherein you don't know what you're going to do, you're going to figure it out. And when you figure it out, you're going to go 100% on it because that's the only thing you have left.
I
So
love it.
go for it.
That is a true entrepreneur right there. I love that you say that because it's better. This is what I tell a lot of my students and my members in my own coaching program. It's better to take imperfect action than no action at all. Because when you take action, there's always time for improvement. But if you don't take action at all and you're sitting there and thinking about stuff, it's never going to go anywhere.
It's
And then you're
never.
just going to end up just dreading it. So kudos to you for sharing that tip. It's a very, very important that everyone that's on this live, you guys learned something. You pulled a golden nugget, and this
Yeah.
is that she actually took a leap of faith. She left a really great job in I believe it's medical management. I believe that you're saying, right, and
Yeah.
making great money. And now it's just like this is your dream. Boom. Like make it happen. And today is her actually first day in launching this to the public, right?
Yes, it is my first day. I'm still doing medical management, but that's a different thing. I mean, I had a full-time job doing medical management. Yes,
Okay.
this is my second thing that I've always had in my head, and I said, you know what, I'll do it. And I signed up with Mick. I said I'm doing the November 15th, but I was still like like what do you call it? I don't know what do you call it, but I was still like not even halfway to where I am right now with
Right.
all this product and this, but I had to put myself a deadline. Like I have to do November
Always.
15, no matter what, or 12, and no matter what, I gotta do it. So literally, I was driving today to your house, and I was like all over the place, and I was finishing everything at the same time. But
Hey,
if I would have not done it, I would have probably launched next year or February, and it's still gonna be the same results,
no, yeah, and that's a
right?
very good thing for all the entrepreneurs. Just have
Yeah.
a deadline for yourself so that you have the pressure to make it happen. And when the pressure's on, oh my gosh, magic happens. Trust me, it
Yes,
does.
yes,
Yeah.
it does.
So,
Yeah.
Well, we
uh,
picked up so many golden nuggets again in our spotlight with Mick and Jay.
woo!
That is so awesome. Thank you so
Woo!
much, Carmela, for joining
Thank you, Mick.
us.
Thanks, Jay.
And thank
Thank
you
you.
I'll see
so
you.
much
I'll
for
see you
my
again.
inasal.
Yeah, me
Enjoy.
too.
I'm gonna eat mine too. I'm so hungry.
And then before we wrap up, I just want to make sure that everybody who just jumping on this live, you guys can get this chicken in a stall packets right now for special price at $8 for both of these. Originally, they go for $12. So on this show, just go ahead and hashtag combination and visit their website. I believe it's in the ticker, or we'll actually put it inside the comments down below so you guys can order it. Support Filipino business owners. That's what we're here for, is to actually promote them, help them out. and even just try it out. For what it is, it was amazing. And that's my last words for this. So keep up the good work. We can't wait to see these stuff in the next Seafood City or the Island Pacific or wherever it is. I know you're gonna do big things, and I wish you nothing but the best. So
Thank
that's
you.
my last words. Yeah, Mick, we're good.
That is so awesome. Yeah, it's like another awesome show with Carmela, and you picked up so many golden nuggets. And this is Spotlight with Mick and Jay. We're on to the next one, so stick around. We're gonna have Amy and Vince of Vince's Cyclery in a couple of minutes. See
Awesome.
you guys soon.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye,
Bye.
Camila. Thank you so much.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.